All right. This is Truth Talk TV, and I'm Ezra Drew. And check this out. I want to talk about that fight down in Montgomery, Alabama. You know, I wasn't going to say nothing about it because I feel like, what more can you say about it? I'm talking about like, everybody can say everything you can say about it, man. I'm saying, dude made a whole song about it. You know, you got numerous comedians that came out the woodwork, man, with all kind of funny stuff. I've seen it from every angle. Hey, man, it was just crazy. But the thing is, what I did want to say about it, man, is that in reality, the white people who jumped on the white security dude that was trying to move the boat, I mean the black security guy in the white shirt, the guy who threw the hat in the air, the new signal that we got now for when you're in trouble, you throw your hat in the air, people coming with the chairs on deck like Stone Cold Steve Austin. You dig? But if they had to just move that boat, none of this would have ever happened. So they was looking for trouble in the first place. That just goes to show the arrogance of some white people in southern states like Alabama, Mississippi, and Texas, man. So, and they probably would have got away with doing that to that brother, but they didn't know. It was just one of those days where it was just a whole bunch of brothers and sisters on the boat, on the Harriet of all names that the boat could have been named. The Harriet. You did? They didn't know that, man, brothers was outside on the water that day. Now, I don't know how it goes down in Montgomery, Alabama. Maybe they always down there. Maybe it's always a lot of black people at that dock. But in my mind, I'm just imagining, usually it ain't that many black people, if any, out there on the water. So usually it's a bunch of white people out there. You got one black dude that's gonna find himself in the middle of a situation. He trying to tell these guys, move this boat out of the way. So, man, this big yacht or whatever they were riding on can dock. They could just move their boat, but they didn't want to do that. And then they fucked around and found out. Oh, Lord. Man, it was crazy. Shout out to the young 16-year-old brother, man, that swam from his boat and all the way across the water, man, and jumped on the dock, man. But please stop saying black people can't swim. You did. I don't know who started that, because I don't know too many black people where I'm from that couldn't swim in Metropolis, Illinois. You know what I'm saying? You know, so we can swim just as good as anybody else, you know. And that young brother showed that, you know what I mean? But it was just crazy how it went down. You know, I'm not gonna lie. In the heat of the moment, some of us might have got carried away a little bit. You know, I think the old lady sitting on the ground getting hit with the chair, I think that was a little much. But I'm not gonna go against my brother. You know what I mean? Because it was an all-out brawl, man. And how many of our sisters have got victimized by white people and did nobody do nothing to help them? You know what I'm saying? You know, did nobody make no videos and say, oh, that was messed up that happened to that sister. It happens to our sisters all the time. So far be it for it to happen to one of these white women. You know what I'm saying? Out here, they put themselves in the middle of a racist situation and they messed around to find out. This is what it is, man. You know? But I mean, it's not, to me, it's nothing new. Like, in environments that I've been in, that's how it is. Like, you know, if it turns into something racial, like you look over there and you see a bunch of one race pounding on another race, it's usually going to spark some kind of racial situation. You know what I mean? Just like if the situation had been turned around and it was a white guy that was the little security officer that was trying to get some black guys to move their boat, and the black guys act like they didn't want to move it, and it was a boat full of white guys docking, and then you got 5 or 10 white guys jumping on one, 5 or 10 black guys jumping on one white guy. You know what I'm saying? And here we got a boat full of white guys. It probably would have been the same thing or even worse. The one thing I hated about that video, though, was how the black police officers came and showed up. It was really just roughing that brother up real rough. You know what I mean? You know, now I kind of understand why they did it because he hit her in the head with the chair, but it just kind of put a damper on it for me. You know what I mean? Because it seemed like they was being rougher with the brother than the white police officers was. And they was walking around in the white police. I mean, it was police and security everywhere. If you see it from every angle, it wasn't like it wasn't no law enforcement out there. And they were just letting the whole stuff go on. You know what I'm saying? They was walking, they were just kind of being real relaxed about it. But here come the super soldier, black police officers, they want to just be a little excessive. And that was the only thing that put a damper on it for me. But it was really ironic that it happened in Montgomery, Alabama, which historically has been a real racist city for years. The same place that Martin Luther King marched on, the same place where we got sprayed with water hoses, you know what I'm saying? Where you know, we got sprayed with mace, we got dogs sicked on us and literally chewed us up, you know what I'm saying? They would put dogs on us and let them chew our genitals and really just maim us and hurt us and do the same thing to our women and children. They had no respect for our elderly. They had no respect for our women or our children, man. It was all out, you know what I'm saying, violence on our people. So far be it, you know what I'm saying, for it to happen back to them. You know what I mean? And for a reason that they were looking for trouble in the first place. So they messed around and got what they were looking for. And this is what it is. You know what I mean? And I'm not condoning no violence or nothing like that. You know, but it's just, I feel like people are fed up, you know what I mean? And, you know, a lot of people are proud that we stuck together and came together at a time of need, you know, for one of our brothers, man, that they was trying to pound out there, you know, and when nobody having it that day. They done it on the wrong day in Alabama at the dock. They did it on a day where it's a million brothers out here. Man, they had a field day with the white boy. Had a field day with them, man. So it just goes back to, you know, where it says that Jacob will be, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, the elder should serve the younger man. Jacob will be stronger than Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, from jail to the streets, 9 times out of 10, if a brawl break out between some white people and some black people, man, white people finna get mopped up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's usually what goes down, unless they got an unfair advantage, like, you know, badges, dogs, guns, authority, you know what I'm saying, and a whole bunch of extra stuff that gives them the advantage. But if it's a level playing field, they're gonna get mopped up. That's just what it is. That's not me being racist. You go, anybody that's been in jail and seen stuff pop off, you'll know that's true. You know what I'm saying? Anybody go and look through history, 9 times out of 10 is how it pops off, man. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? But, you know, I just wanted to talk about it, and me, myself, I'm proud that we stuck together too. I'm glad that, you know, we was able to show that, hey man, it's coming to a head. It's coming to a head. How much longer can we allow them to brutalize us? How much longer can we allow them to do the things that they doing, man, and keep on getting away with it? What I really, I'm not advocating for this either, but one thing I will say is this. Even when the police if they go to the Jewish community, if they go to the Arabic community, if they go to any community besides the black community, especially the Jewish community, if you mess with one of them Jewish people, everybody gonna come out. And they're gonna be ready to do whatever. You know what I mean? So, it's only in the black community where they can come and we standing around with cameras taking pictures while they're beating the hell out of a black woman out there, or beating the hell out of or killing a black person, and ain't nobody doing nothing. You know what I mean? Maybe that's gonna change too. I'll say it like that. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm up out of here. I'm Ezra Drew. Peace.